You ever hear about a mom so tough, the cops who killed her kid didn't even realize they were messing with a former Special Forces soldier? Yeah, that happened. Meet Dana Monroe, a woman who went from grieving mother to one-woman army after her son, Jamal, was fatally shot by police who ignored his desperate calls for help. This isn't just a story about loss. It's about a fierce fight against a system that failed her family, and the kind of justice that comes with a whole lot of fire. Let me back up a sec. Jamal was just 18, a bright kid, with college acceptance letters pinned all over their fridge, working late shifts to help his mom make ends meet. They'd moved into a mostly white neighborhood not long ago, trying to start fresh. But instead of peace, Jamal got stopped over and over by officers who didn't believe he belonged there. One rainy night, after repeated stops and racial slurs, Jamal was pulled from his car. He didn't resist. All he wanted was to get home. He reached for his phone to record what was happening, but instead, he was shot. 16 times he called for help. 16 times no one came. At Jamal's funeral, Donna stood still, not a tear in sight. Just that military posture she'd learned in 1,000 hostile situations overseas. When she touched the casket, you could almost hear the vow she made in that moment. Justice would come. But not the kind you read about in courtrooms. No. Dana had skills most don't. Years as a Delta Force operative had taught her how to fight dirty, how to infiltrate, how to dismantle enemies from within. And now, her enemy was the very system that was supposed to protect her son. What she found was chilling. Jamal's death wasn't a one-off tragedy. It was part of a pattern, a decade-long series of killings in her town, all swept under the rug, all justified by a corrupt network protecting itself. Dana didn't just want revenge. She wanted to tear that network apart. She studied every weakness: the drunk cop with a violent past, the ambitious chief hiding behind his smile, the crooked judge with secrets to lose. She planned with military precision, striking at their vulnerabilities like a ghost in the shadows. But it wasn't easy. Dana had to play a dangerous game, slipping into places no one expected a grieving mom to be, using fake identities, and even facing down armed officers who wanted her silenced. One night, her car nearly crashed, brakes cut, steering tampered with. They sent a message: back off, or die. But Dana wasn't about to run. She recovered damning footage showing the final moments of Jamal. Calm, compliant, only reaching for his phone, and the racist threats from the officer who killed him. The media turned on her. Was she a dangerous vigilante, or a mother fighting for truth? Her military past was twisted to paint her as a threat. Police officers patrolled her neighborhood. Unmarked cars followed her. Cameras caught every visitor. Still, she pushed forward. When Dana hacked into government systems to release secret documents exposing cover-ups, the whole city shook. Officials fell. Investigations launched. And some officers turned on their own in exchange for leniency. What struck me the most was how Dana's fight sparked a movement. Families who'd lost loved ones found strength in each other, turning grief into a call for real change. Dana was offered a seat at the table, a government commission to reform the system from within. After all she'd been through, the question was, could she trust the system to change? Or was this just another way to silence her? In the end, Dana founded a legal aid organization to help others navigate the maze of corruption, turning her pain into power. But as the city slowly changed, she knew the real battle was far from over. Sometimes justice isn't about punishment. It's about uprooting the whole rotten tree. So, what do you think? Can a system designed to protect itself really transform? Or does true change only come when people like Dana take matters into their own hands? Drop a comment below. Where do you stand on justice versus vengeance? Do you believe in working inside the system? Or is it time to tear it down? If Dana's story moved you, Hit that like button and subscribe for more real stories that make you think. Because sometimes, the hardest truths come wrapped in the fiercest battles.